Well, hello everyone again. And again, I'm out here with my Bren, and we're going to try some different things, some different ammo, and also we're not going to load the mag to full capacity. I did some research and discovered the most they ever loaded was 28 rounds. And I'm going to load 25 rounds in my 2 mags. First thing I want to try is my reloads, which I have here. And this is IMR 3031 powder at 36.6 grains. And I'm using a Hornady 150 grain soft point bullet, and it's 312 diameter. I'm also using a CCI large rifle primer, and my overall length is 3 inches 65 thousandths. So we're going to see how these cycle. Now the gas is all the way up, so it may be rather violent. I do not know. But I talked to Gabe at Double Arms again, and he said start high and then work your way down. So the other thing somebody suggested was that I may have rim lock. Now I know I didn't, because I'm aware of what rim lock is, and you always want to load with your rim in front of the one below it. That way you do not get rim lock. So I am going to try 25 rounds in my reloads, and they are just barely going into the magazine. So I don't know if this is going to work or not. So far it is. Looks like they may be right at the maximum length for this magazine. But I want to see if it'll actually load with 25 rounds in here. And when I mean load, I mean chamber. So I'm going to try that with my reloads. That 3031 is medium fast powder. There's 20. I thought about strengthening the spring, but I didn't. I'm talking about the bolt spring or the recoil spring. Okay, there's 25. We're locked in. Drop the handle. See if it'll, and it just barely wants to. It's not. There, it did. You want to make sure that chamber is all the way. So yeah, I didn't quite want to chamber that round. Okay, now the brass I'm using is PPU brass, and we'll see what happens. Okay. Alright, I use my phone for a remote, and sometimes it doesn't work, like today. So I have to get up and click the camera on and off. So, off camera, I chambered around, and the bullets are too long. They're actually loaded for my number 1 Lithgow Enfield, and they chambered just fine. So yeah, so I pulled it all out. I had the first round, the bullet just pulled out when I retracted the bolt, and I had to take the gun apart to try and find the bullet. I still don't know where it went, but I know it's not in the gun. So scratch that. All right. So next up is PPU, and we're missing one. There's 20 rounds in there, so I put 19 in this magazine and see how it does. Now again, the cycle could be rather violent since that gap is all the way up. And that being the case, it may not reset the trigger because of how violent it is working. I don't know that for a fact until I do it, but you and I are going to find out. I still would like to know where that bullet went. It's laying around here somewhere, but it's definitely not in the firearm because I pulled the firearm apart. Got my hands all greasy doing that. So it'll be 19 rounds in here. And again, loading one rim in front of the other so you cannot get...
You have 1 minute till ceasefire. You have 1 minute.
And I spent all this time putzing around trying to get the bullet dislodged from the trigger and then trying to find it that now at the next break. So again, I'm going to have to get it and mount the camera because for some reason I am not connected to the camera with my phone. All right. Okay, so now we got the PPU ammo here. I think we shouldn't have any trouble with this stuff chambering. And I see I got that all jacked up. I bought a sling. There we go. As you can see. There we go. All right. Now that. Let's see what happens. I put an elbow pad on because last time out got a little bit of irritation on my elbow. And I actually rack around. No, I didn't. Well, we know 19 pounds goes in. Yeah, that's pretty heavy recoil. A little bit heavy on the recoil. And that one bounced out. I felt it. It didn't load. Okay, so what I need to do is drop the gas down according to, so we pull the barrel nut up, and then I brought a brass mallet to kind of bring that out. It needs to come out some more. Come on. There we go. Pull that, and then adjust the gas, which I get a tool for that. Okay, is the barrel hot? Yeah, it's warm. So we are at max. So I want to rotate it down. Let's go 2. Alright, so we'll go to second from the lowest. And put the barrel back in. I think we're good. Barrel nuts down. Locked in. Alright. That stuff comes out of there pretty hot. Let it cool off a minute before you pick it up. Alright. Get the chamber around. Now then chamber around. Okay. What's locking it up? I don't know. Don't know what's holding it up. I talk about rim lock, and guess what? I got rim lock. How did that happen? Talking and not paying attention. Now I got to try and get it out of there. And it's rim locked on the 3rd round. Yeah. Even when you think you know what you're doing. Okay. And that second one's going to be rim locked too. Alright. Now we're not rim locked. It may have actually jumped into rim lock because it was so violent. Okay. Alright. Now then, I dropped it down to and it was stuck in there. It didn't feed it. I may have to go up 1. Yeah, let's just go up 1. Because I know this is good ammo. Brand new PPE. Come on. Come on out of there. Maybe I shouldn't have. Okay. Oh boy. Everything's falling apart. Alright. Let's go up 1. That should be. Now the tripod came out. Bipod. Alright.
You have 1 minute till ceasefire. You guys have 1 minute.
Good. Okay. Huh. Light strike. All right, we got 1 minute. Well, I loaded that round back in the magazine again. So, that was a light strike. Okay. I'm wondering if I got that barrel in there right. It hit it again. It's a good hit on that primer. All right. Now that's some bullshit. And we're going to do something. I brought it just for this reason. I'm going to put it in number 5. And we'll see what it does. So it's a good round. This thing kicks like a mule. That hurt. I really think the firing pin spring is a little light. Either that or maybe the headspace. I don't know. All right. I know that ammo's good. It's a light strike. I'm pretty sure that barrel's in there right. Loosen it up. Barrel nut's loose. What the hell, folks? I don't know. Don't know. It's got a good dent in it, and I know it'll go off in my well, I got some HXP here. Let's try these in another mag. This is surplus Greek ammo. Okay, the Greek ammo. I don't know. That's weird. That is weird. I think this HXP stuff is reloadable. I'll have to check. I didn't bring my flashlight with me. So, let me try some of the surplus HXP. It's in bandoliers, and gotta bend that back. come in stripper clips. Pretty nice stuff, really. And I got all these stripper clips. So. Do 10. I got 15. Still having some issues. I think it's still ammo related. It doesn't like the PPU.
Really?
Yeah, it could be the mag. In case you guys are wondering, I'm talking to my friend Greg here. I also learned that you can't load a full mag. They never did, I guess. So I think it was a max of 28.
Wow. You'd only been shooting, what, 5 rounds originally?
Originally, and then I tried a full mag, and I loaded too many and it didn't work. So now I'm going to try 25, which I think may be a little too much.
Right. Usually PPU is pretty decent stuff.
Well, the PPU wouldn't shoot. It was hit and miss.
Huh.
But this old HXP, so far it's working. Now I'm loading 25 rounds. I don't know if it's going to pick it up. And it did.
Well, good luck.
Yeah. Well, I counted 10. Should have 15 more. Okay, that should be the last one. That was 25. Magazine's empty. Cycled 25 rounds of the HXP. So it doesn't like that PPU stuff either. Okay. Maybe I'll try it. It could be the magazine. I'll try this PPU and this other mag and see what happens. I think the HXP ammo is reloadable. I'll have to go through it and see. I'm going to undo the mag here. Get all these out of here. Can't imagine it being the magazine, but I don't know. Alright, let's try them in this mag. Let's do 5. This is the one I tried to shoot before.
Alright, let's have a ceasefire right here. Ceasefire, ceasefire, ceasefire on the line. Please make the line safe. Put all your firearms on the bench. Make
Obviously
sure your
you're here,
actions
we
are
got a
open.
ceasefire, so
Magazines are
pause
out.
the camera
Chamber flags
again.
are in place. And please step back behind the yellow line.
Alright, I looked at some of the empty cases of the HXP surplus, and it is indeed reloadable. It's boxer primed, so that's cool. So I only got 5 rounds in here in the different magazine. One of them was one I previously tried to shoot and it did not go off. See what happens. And that's the one that did not go off before. Okay. So. All right, that's all 5. Now, that one that did not go off is right here. And see what it does in the jungle courtroom. This thing hurts, let me tell you. It's painful to shoot without a recoil pad on it. I don't want to pull the trigger. So it's not bad ammo. Not at all. It put a little deeper dent in the primer. I think the firing, the hammer spring needs to be a little stronger. But it did shoot 4 of the 5 PPU. I got some more here. Try them again. In the other mag. It all seemed like the HXP stuff worked great. That was this mag. I don't know. That hit them all that time. Huh. All right. So I have 6 stripper clips, empty stripper clips here, which means I did 30 rounds of that surplus HXP, and it worked really well. So, definitely finicky about ammunition. So that's interesting. I keep a bag here so I can pick up my brass and put it in a bag. Oh, that one's hot. And so yeah, let's try the rest of this bandolier. This is all I brought with me. I'm not sure. So okay. There's 20 rounds of that HXP. This is really good brass too. I've got some HXP brass at home. And it's really good brass. So, pull it off the stripper clips. I don't have any infield stripper clips, but I do now. So, okay. I don't know where I got this ammo. I think I got it on Gunbroker. Yeah, I know I did. That's where I got it. No, I didn't. I bought it online. And I don't remember where I got it. It wasn't on Gunbroker. Okay. There's 20 rounds. Chambered just fine. Gas seems to be adjusted okay. There's 10. $15. Oh, that's hot. That should be 20. Nope, that's 20. All right. Magazine's empty. Chamber is clear. Well, so now I know. It's finicky about ammo, and you don't load full magazine. It likes 20 rounds. It will do 25. And the gas setting seems to be good for this particular ammo, this HXP. This is Greek surplus, and it works really well. So that's cool. I think maybe the firing pin spring, or the hammer spring I mean, could be a little tighter. I don't know why it wouldn't ignite the PPU, but when I ran those through the 5 carbine, you saw what it did. It worked on the number 5. So if the ammo's not bad, and I'll bet you if I was to get those I shot last week, which I forgot to bring, I could run them through the number 5 and they would probably work. But again, I probably, because that was all old surplus ammo. So I know 2 things. It's picky about what ammo it's using, and you don't load a full mag. Cool, cool. This gun is really cool. I really am glad that I bought that kit and had it built. And Gabe has been very helpful at Valhall Arms in Calumet, Washington, and I keep saying that because maybe you want him to build your kit. I don't know. It's up to you. But I've called him a few times to get advice, and he's very friendly and very easy to talk to and very willing to help me sort through the things that I've been sorting through. This is the first real, guess you'd call it a semi-auto converted machine gun. You know, a cruise. I guess we call this a cruiser machine gun, because you got one guy firing, another guy loading, and yeah.
You guys have 1 minute
Cool.
till ceasefire. You guys have 1 minute.
Well, go down range and see how it did. Some of them there'll be some flyers, because You know, I was paying more attention to how the gun was functioning than anything. But that firearm has really got an awesome barrel on it. It's always shot really good groups. My aim point was here, and you can see I got a cluster here. But yeah, it's a really good shooting gun. But again, I wasn't really concentrating so much on anything. Just wanted to check function today. Okay.